how
Yep.
Jimmy Garoppolo looks in practice. All right, I've been there 2 days. You watch them for like 15 minutes as they warm up. I post it. Everyone has seen it. If you've watched my videos, you've seen what I've seen.
Mhm.
I don't see team drills. So tell me if you've seen the same thing. My observation is the throwing motion looks a little different. He said as such, he's throwing differently. It's a little bit of a quicker release, and a more abbreviated throwing motion. Also, he's not throwing very far down the field, maybe 20, 25 yards. Also, I haven't seen him take any snaps from under center. Zero. It's all shotgun. So, I mean, he's gutting it out. He's being a good teammate. You can't rule him out. I think he's probably going to be listed as questionable, but I have no idea how many actual reps he's taking in team drills. It's possible he's not taking many. It's possible he's taking none. It's possible he's splitting them. But I'm guessing he's not taking many, and I'm guessing it's a little bit for the media. Like, hey, look at Jimmy. He's throwing a ball. But you don't really know the difference. You can't really tell the fact that he's not throwing it far and he's not taking snaps from under center. It seems a little bit like a show. A little bit. Anyway, what have you seen from my videos, and what do you think of him going out there and being, a limited participant who's gutting it out through the pain?
Well, him throwing the ball 20 to 25 yards, broken thumb or not,
it's not bad.
That doesn't change. But that doesn't change. That doesn't change anything. That's kind of just who he is.
Right.
The thing that I really, forget the video. Listen to this.
That's a typical day for Jimmy. Yeah.
Right. Like Mike McDaniel, he pointed out, the things that we're worried about, taking snaps under center.
Yep.
Which, if that thumb is numb, because that's what they're going to have to do on game day, they're going to have to shoot that thing up with as many cortisone shots as he can take.
Right.
If that thing's numb and he's fumbling the football everywhere,
right.
Why are you here?
Right. Because, honestly, his number one job against the Rams is not going to be to throw. It's going to be to get the ball from under center and hand off. Can you do that? Now, they could run the whole offense from the shotgun, but Elijah Mitchell is much more effective from under center, I think. I think all of his carries came from under center in the last game. So what happens if all of a sudden they have to take their entire under center portion of the playbook and throw it out for a week? What's that about? How's that going to go?
And look, there is a little bit of gamesmanship going on here. There is. Yes. Hey, Rams, check this out. You see this throw? He's ready to go.
He looks good. Everyone says he looks good. He says he feels great. Actually, he doesn't say he feels great. He says it.
You better watch your back, okay? Jimmy's throwing. All right, it's coming for you, Rams.
Your worst nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You don't want the jawline coming after you. Is basically what I say from that.
Pretty
but
much.
No, seriously, like it's the throwing motion is what I noticed, right? And it seems like it's just like ow.
Yeah.
Ow. Like, ow, get it out. Ow. Like, I don't like ow. Like it's get it out as fast as you can, because it hurts more and more the better you hold it.
Right. Because once you go from holding it with two hands to that transfer to one, now you're in excruciating pain territory. And what you want is to get it out of your freaking hand as fast as possible. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. And again, it depends on how it responds, right? So basically they're showing you what they're showing you. People are running with their propaganda, and we're not gonna, say any names or anything like that. But you throw up those videos, things like that, and then the media goes away, and he kind of just throws it right into ice, like right after, and he's just probably sitting there, like, oh God, thank God they're out of here, and I think that
because he's trying to go out there and show that he's tough and that he's not injury prone, and that the next team doesn't have to worry about him being a malingerer, all that stuff.
Again, we talked about it. We talked about it. Yeah. There's no benefit in my eyes for his trade value if he sits out, because what does that mean? It's another year that you're injured. Who wants to trade for that?
Right.
So if you show, man, I'm going to gut it out, and he is. Look,
it was a 4 to 6 week injury, but he came back in 2 weeks, and what a team player and all that. Yeah.
I'm not even trying to be funny here. The competitor in Jimmy Garoppolo wants him to go. He wants to go out there. I'm telling you, like, I believe that.
It's really week 18, right? With the season on the line, how could you if you're any type of competitor, you want to be out there?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
No one's ever questioned that with him.
Right. This whole narrative about him sitting because he's trying to up his trade value, I think that decreases your trade value, because then it's yet another year that you finish the year not playing because of an injury.
Now, I understand him being like, I don't need to play against Houston, first of all. But this is different. This is a whole different thing. Yes.
Right. Yeah. And as a competitor, right, like, you could root on your teammate. I'm not saying that he wants Trey to fail, but how do you think he feels if Trey goes out there in week 18 and wins a must-win game in LA and they go to the playoffs?
Because you made a business decision.
Right.
It's like, well, you just got yourself, you just got your own job taken. That's your fault.
So again, a little bit of this is Jimmy Garoppolo is going to try as hard as he can. I definitely believe that. But
Yeah.
a little bit of this is that gamesmanship that we're talking about. Like, look out, Rams! Here he comes, and he's throwing the ball, and he's throwing the ball a little bit further down the field now, and he's getting it, and he's
Because like
practiced
worst
2 days
case
in a.
scenario, if Jimmy can't go, and that's what Kyle wants Jimmy to go, but if he can't, at least the Rams were in the dark all week and didn't know.
Right.
Because honestly, I
So,
mean, I think a lot of people, if you ask Niner fans or the general public who's going to start, it'd be split 50. I don't think anyone really knows.
well, look, and then the other thing is I'll point to something that is another coach, another situation. But Kyler Murray sat out 3 straight games, but every single week he was like limited, 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 getting close, getting close, getting close. Nope,
Yeah.
not
Nope.
playing.
Right.
Colt McCoy show.
Yep. That's true. And
Colt
it's like,
McCoy show.
I'm sure from Kyle's perspective, one, that burned them. They felt they were preparing for Kyler Murray, got smacked with Colt McCoy at the last minute, lost. And I'm thinking, well, I bet he's thinking, well, if Cliff Kingsbury can do that, why the hell can't I? Why can't I do that?
And still, at the same time, I still believe that Kyle wants Jimmy to go better than anything.
Yeah, right. If you didn't trust him to play against the Falcons when you were up by like 1,000,000 points in the second half, well, now you trust him against the Rams based because he beat the Texans? What?
Yeah,
It's the Texans. Yeah.
So that's my thing. Is as much as it is gamesmanship, I still do believe in my heart that Kyle still he wants Jimmy to play this game as bad as he does. Like he really does. But so look, how he looks in practice, whatever, that's fine. It's just we don't see what's going on afterwards. There's no word on who's taking the first team reps unless one of the coaches divulge that. And if I was guessing, again, I'm speculating. So let me throw my hat in the speculation ring. It's basically he throws when everybody's leaving. Bye guys, I'm good. Oh man, he throws his hand right in the ice, like, oh god, it hurts so bad, like, and he has to go work on it. So
I'm guessing that Trey Lance is taking 100% of the reps this month.
Yeah, he has to.
And that's important to remember. We're going to talk about that. It's an important factor this week. Dave says, Grant, are you related to Mike McDaniel? Ha, it's McDaniel without the S. People, Niner fans get to know your coach, but yeah, we do kind of look. I guess we got. I don't know. Thanks. He has a nice watch, curly hair, kind of a. I think I'm funnier than him though. He tries too hard. He really comes in trying to get the laughs, tries to get the big LOL. You can't. If you want it, you're not going to get it. I think the way I look at it. I'm just saying. Joe says, "Here's $5. Thank you. I appreciate that." Tristan says, "Hey Grant, love your content. Have you ever thought about how big you would be if you covered the entire NFL? P.S. You're a Niner fan. I don't care."
Absolutely, Tristan. Get his ass. He is a Niners fan. Get his ass.
Maybe one day. Because I feel like Niner fans enjoy when I, criticize other teams. They're like, finally, give some of that to the Seahawks. Okay, well, we'll see. That's what I'm worried about with Jimmy Garoppolo. Fumbles. That's a good point.
If that thing is numb and it's coming right up, I mean, he fumbled on the first drive of the season against the Lions, and the thumb was fine.
And that's what McDaniel said, right? It's more than just about how he throws. Raymond says, "What up, fellas? Prayers to Raheem's family. I currently have COVID, and this content definitely helps to keep my mind occupied." Sorry, Raymond.
Man, hope you feel better, buddy.
Dude, that's the better question. That's the better question than can he throw is can he hand off? And can he only hand off left-handed? And can he only get snaps from the shotgun? If so, does he give you the best chance to win?
He's going
to
hand off more than he's going to throw. And here's the thing is with like Joe Burrow, right? In that game right before, I believe the Niners game, he tried to wear the glove. He was handing off lefty. But again, he had all that adrenaline going through him, and he didn't have as severe of an injury. So, like, what's the plan if Jimmy plays? Are you going to shoot that thing up, give him a glove so maybe he can grip the ball better, tape? And he keeps talking about, well, they tape it up one way. We're trying to figure out how to tape it. So they're working through a ton of things. That's why I feel like once you guys are leaving the media, he's not taking any snaps. They're trying to figure out, all right, the tape didn't feel as good today, whatever. Let's work on it. Like, how do we do this? So I don't think he has time to do that.
Yeah. Swan Song says Jed's marketing strategy is like keeping up with the 49ers shins. 49ers in the news cycle, his job is done. Jimmy Garoppolo will be the news cycle in offseason.
The gift that keeps on giving. I love covering this team. I love
it. Me too. Absolutely. It's just as much drama as like the Cowboys. I feel like there's a lot of people who make livings big time just talking about that team. And the Niners have the same potential. It's just they don't get the same national coverage as the Cowboys.
And that's the other thing is like people are like, well, you guys are fishing for content. No, the content smacks us in the face. On Christmas Eve, you wake up to a like tweet. Like, what the hell?
I often think of myself as a fisherman. Like I'm going out and I'm looking for stories. And most of the time I feel like the fish are jumping in the boat. And I'm just like trying to catch as many as possible without letting them get out of the boat because they were in the boat. And my
Yeah.
job is to not let them get out. But really, I don't do anything. It's so easy.
Yeah. And it's
It's
not going
so easy.
it's not going away because no matter
No.
what happens in this game, no matter what happens, and as a 49er fan, yeah, guilty as charged. I want the 49ers to win. I don't give a damn who starts. It's not in my power. So I don't get mad about things like that, right? I want them to win. But if they lose, good Lord, the discussions all off season are going to be incredible.
Yes. I'd prefer them to win too because, you know, they're going to lose eventually. You can always get there. But if they lose before the playoffs, I mean, God, that's the kind of toxic conversation that I live for.
The discussion around banana hands grows about what happened with Jimmy. Like, why did you not do this with Trey? Was this a lost season? This stuff is writing itself right now. All we're doing is just like, I'm reaping all the benefits, literally, from Wedding Singer. We don't have to do any fishing. That's why when people are like, oh, you're clickbaiting. The team is clickbait. The entire team is clickbait. What the hell, man?
Good point. Arium44 says Kyle is horrible as second half game manager. If they lose Sunday, Jed hires Dad Mike as the second half coach next season. Kyle game plans, first 25 plays only. Kyle, please don't lose this game and miss the playoffs. I don't know what's going to happen if you miss the playoffs. I don't think you'll get fired, but something weird is going to happen to your franchise if you miss this game. You got to win this game. This is
everything's weird about this franchise. Here's some advice for 49ers fans, and this is life advice as well, too, that we're going into 2022 with. Prioritize yourself. Because this franchise does not give a damn about you, and and a lot of other people aren't. Prioritize yourself, enjoy yourself, and don't let this affect you too much. Because if you try to like hone in on all this too much, you are gonna find yourself sick at the end of this game if something bad happens. And look, man, just prioritize your mental health in 2022. Everybody,
and maybe don't be so ready to like just give up hella money to the organization. Like instead, before you buy that red 94 throwback jersey, let them make the playoffs. Get the. I'm just saying Jed I feels good as long as the money's pouring in, and it's been pouring in for like 10 years consistently ever since Levi's got built, which kind of justifies that whole thing. Anyway, maybe Niner fans like be a little judicious with your spending and reward the 49ers.
Prioritize your mental health.
Don't be so faithful all the time.
Right. Yeah. If there's a relationship that you're in where you feel you're second, prioritize yourself always in any relationship, whether that's a team,
King.
Right, that's it. Prioritize yourself, kings and queens. Okay, don't let this
kings and queens. That's right. Michael Hamilton says Niners win great. Niners lose great. End of Jimmy era. I wonder if Niner fans will really feel that way. I don't think they're going to feel that way in the moment. Great, we missed the playoffs. If Saints lose, Jimmy loses to Rams. Does Trey get to play Rams in the playoff game? That's a good question. Saints lose. Jimmy loses to Rams. Huh?
Look,
I don't know.
I've said this on a few of my streams, but the 49ers are not only playing for the 49er fan base, they are playing for America. And let me explain. America, if the Saints make it, you have to watch Taysom Hill, quarterback, in a playoff game. 49er fans, I know we want them to be in. Like, I want them to be in. I'm predicting them to win this game. Spoiler alert. But America is begging the 49ers to get in because it means that you won't have to watch Taysom Hill pretend to play quarterback.
Or hear that conversation about the Taysom Hill. Yeah. Jamaican Boy says, this is going to sound terrible, but I hope the Niners lose so we can get a show with Hyphy Grant and Spicy Aponte dropping F-bombs about the Niners.
Hey, we should do that one on Patreon because I'm not trying to get your channel taken down or anything like that. And you know what? We could do that, but I just need a few drinks, and then that'll loosen my tongue, and I'll just go crazy. I'll just let it fly.
Well, maybe we'll have to do that next week because I've learned that you can actually drop F-bombs on YouTube. It's something that you're allowed to do. And, hey, Neil says, I had a nightmare last night, 2016 Rams, 2019 Saints.
That's a night. That is absolutely lose-lose. The 49ers lose, and then you have to watch Taysom Hill on Wild Card Saturday. Help me,
scary
Lord.
Because it's so realistic. 2016 Rams, that sounds like a score that actually could happen.